lot of people talk about going with the flow, but when it comes to applying that concept to everyday living, they are not sure as to how to do that. I want to give you a real life example. So a little while back, we were told by our landlord in Adelaide that we needed to move out of our Ocean View apartment by the 20th of November because she was coming back to retire there. And immediately, instead of being worried about where we were going to go, the first reaction that Christian and I had was, "Ooh, this is exciting. Where are we going to end up? Where's the universe going to send us?" And even though we loved our place because it was right in the centre of Glenelg, it was overlooking the ocean, the views were spectacular, we just trusted that everything was going to work for our highest good. And the next thing that happened was that I came across a silent retreat that I wanted to do. And that would mean that I would have to extend my holiday in Melbourne, which would mean that I wouldn't get back to Adelaide until the evening of the 17th of November, which would only give us 3 days to move out of our old apartment and move into our new premises. And so what flow looks like is I just checked in and it was like, is this going to be okay? Am I supposed to be doing this silent retreat? Because the logical mind is saying you're not going to have time. You've only got 3 days to move out of the other apartment into the new apartment. And it was a resounding yes. When I checked in with myself, it's like, yep, do it. And I had no concern whatsoever that I wasn't going to have enough time. I just knew that I needed to do the retreat. So I booked for the retreat. And what ended up happening was that we ended up finding an apartment before the 20th of November, well before the date that I was supposed to leave and go to Hamilton Island with my friends and then Melbourne. And so it all worked out perfectly. And when you have this deep belief and trust that everything works out perfectly, it always, always does. But this is the trick. You do need to have an absolute trust that everything is always working for your highest good. There were so many people that said to me, "Oh no, you have to move out of your apartment. It's so beautiful." But not for 1 second did Christian and I think, "Oh no." We thought, "Ooh, where are we going? This is going to be exciting." And then when we found this place, we both loved the feel of it. It's not overlooking the ocean. It's a lot smaller. There is zero storage space, so there's nowhere to store absolutely anything, but it felt good. And that's what going with the flow is like. It just feels right. It feels good. You don't worry about, but where am I going to put everything? Because what that was telling me was that the universe wants us to live in an even more minimalist way than we're currently living. And so also the other thing that was different was that instead of walking 10 minutes to the gym, I now have to walk 30 minutes to the gym. But instantly what I knew that was telling me was that that's fantastic. You're going to get way more cardio every single day than you ever did in your old place. So when you are not resisting what is actually happening around you, everything just flows, because we are part of a magical universe where everything is working for you. You don't need to control because you can't control. You don't need to resist. You just need to have this trust. And so for us, moving into this apartment, even though it's really small, it just feels beautiful. It's very luxurious. It almost feels like we're living in a hotel room. We got rid of everything that we don't need. There's no space in here that is not needed. Everything is used, and it just feels really cozy and loving, almost like I'm in this beautiful womb. And I love it. It's interesting that we humans think that we know what's best for us. We don't. And I knew that when that landlord told us that she was coming back because she wanted her place, that it's going to be for my highest good. It has to be. There's no other doubt about it. Like, it has to be. But you might be thinking, well, there's plenty of things that are happening that you don't like and that you're finding very challenging. Yes, but wait until the end of the movie. It is still playing out for your highest good. You don't know why at this point, but it still is. And the challenging concept about that is that it feels like when you're going through a challenging time, whether it's with a relationship, at work, or whatever it is, that you can't see why or how it can be a positive. But I can tell you that after seeing thousands of clients where we went through every single one of their events that they deemed negative, there's always a positive learning for your soul's growth that comes from every single situation. And so what going with the flow means is that when something arises, honor that as being part of the movie, that your spirit team, the higher realms, your higher self knows why that is happening for your highest good, even though you at this moment cannot connect the dots. So, my love, if you are feeling challenged with your circumstances, with what's going on around in your world, with anything at all, I am actually offering, for the first time in a very long time, 1-to-1, that means personalized and customized, soul alignment sessions. And what this means is that I call in your higher self, the part of you that knows the whole movie, that knows what's going on, that knows why you're in the particular scene that you're at. And your higher self will facilitate all the answers that you need. It's a really beautiful session and very sacred. And I will put the link here on this video. So if you're interested, I'll see you there.